We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now here's Johnson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And Davis running left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. He can run for it and will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. It's brought in by Jackson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
Settle down, huh? Hey, on.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Orange. Watch out.
Geis with the carry on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
Now Smith. Steps away to his left. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, on. Regular. You got 4.
Here's Smith now on second down. And Reed with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground game now with Geis. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Smith. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
No, check. Patriot. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Not that Josh Norman needs extra motivation when he plays, but he's got it in this one. Playing against his old team, the Carolina Panthers. And then let's remember, he thought that they were going to franchise tag him and keep him around. And so many players tell you that they hate to be tagged, but being tagged is like the ultimate sign of respect. That means we can't afford to lose you. When Carolina didn't exercise that, I think that Norman took that with him to Washington as a total sign of disrespect, and he's turned it into motivation when he plays against the Panthers.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Leopard! Here we go. 319! Detroit!
Rudolph on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
Green 39! Detroit! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Leopard! Now let's go! Blue landed! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Check 4! Watch it now, Barney!
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, it's Smith. His throw incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got orange. Back.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Redskins on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Smith now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down is Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go, 15. Let's go, gun. 4 down. Check.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Let's go, 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, on.
Here's Smith. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This is McCaffrey, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Watch it now, Barney. Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a 1st down out of it.
I guess he can put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Let's go, 15.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Rudolph on 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it, and any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. And it's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Smith on 3rd down. He's got his man. This is Dodson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, on. 15, yeah.
From the 50, it's Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Back now at FedEx Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Geis, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. Hard throw, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it they do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and you have a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They come out here in the I. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And his throw here is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They start on the ground with Geis, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Hey, on. We got three, fellas, we got 3. Safety creek.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Settle down, huh?
Smith now to throw. And an alley to run. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Smith now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Yeah. Let's go, yellow.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Hey, on.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
You